What's up, guys? I'm up here at BIR for the Memorial Day weekend. It's Friday. Should get 3 passes a day, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday's eliminations. Yesterday I already got tacked in past that, and that's pretty much it. We'll see what the car does with the trans brake, new shocks, the slicks, the two-step. See what it does. 1234 was the best ET I've got, foot brake in it, and my best 60 foot I think is a 179. So we'll see if we better any of those, but we're just gonna waiting to get called up to staging and go from there. I left at 2800. Shock settings were at 7 clicks, and then bettered the 60 foot by a little bit, but 1245, 109, exact same thing. This car continues to run, so we're gonna turn the leave up and leave the shocks alone and leave the tires alone, and kind of just see what I can do with just playing with the two-step and see where this car likes to leave, and hopefully I can get better at doing the burnouts with the trans brake. This car wouldn't do brake stands with the strange brakes, and with the skinnies on the front it just pushes through. So I'm trying to get a fine balance between using the line lock to hold the car and letting off the brake in the burnout box just to get the tires spinning, but that one sucked along with the pass, so see if we can get it better next pass. All right, so I'm up in the staging lanes, getting ready for pass number 2. I turn the leave up to 31, see if that gets better. Tire pressures, I'm just at 15 psi, see what that does, and then I left the shocks at 7 clicks, and we'll see what it does. Hopefully we'll get hopefully I just do better all around. That would be nice. There won't be any out of the car video on this one. You guys will just have to watch this one. You know. That one also sucked, but it was all me again. Burnout, did good on that. Did better on the tree, went from a 1.75 to a 0.2 something, which isn't great, but it's better. But when I left, I lifted off the gas like an idiot. So that destroyed that run. And then trying to push the car, I was trying to push as far as I could, and I was like rode the limiter for a while, and I just shifted into third and just lifted because there was just no point. So it was like a 12.8 at 100 mile an hour. 60 foot sucked because I lifted. Everything was affected, so I just I gotta get more comfortable with the trans brake stuff and not fucking up, you know. one more pass to try and be better than what I've done. I'm the one that's screwing up. The car is doing its job. I just keep screwing up, so I got to get better at that. So one more run, I'm going to leave the setup the same. I'm going to leave it at 7 clicks shocks, 15 psi on the tires, and 3100 leave. Might bump it up to 32, probably just leave it alone and see what happens.
All right, attention on the pits.
No lifting when I let off the trans brake, and will not be on the limiter for a second and a half. So we'll see what that does. So that pass was better. I didn't fuck up, but it did go slower. 1256, 109, 1860 foot. This was the 3100 leave. I don't know if it was just heat soaked or what, but I mean, I didn't fuck up, so now I know, or at least have some sort of an idea of what I can do. I have 3 passes tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes and see if we can get this better or just get it to run 1250s. I'd like it to run closer to 12.0 for race week, but it just runs what it runs, so we'll figure it out.
Nice.
That one, 1760. Slowed down to the 8th, slowed down to the 330. Just slowed down in general. I don't know. I think I left at 32, and it seems to just go slower the more I turn it up. So I think I'm just gonna pump the air pressures up and probably lower the launch back down, probably to like 3,000. See what it does. It is getting old. Just running 1250s, 40s all the time, and hardly improving, but see what we can do and give me a little bit more motivation to go with that turbo. Alright, so we're up here for pass number 2. I bumped the air pressures up from like 14.5, 15 to 18. So after the burnout and everything, it should be probably like 19, maybe 20 pounds. We'll see what happens. I set the lead. I didn't change it. I left it at 33. I'm gonna go for it. Probably gonna spin, but just figure I'd keep trying different things. That pass was not better, but not worse, so that's at least something. 1256, 108. 60 foot went back to a 1.8, so I don't know. I just don't think that it likes leaving at a higher RPM. So I'm gonna leave the tire pressure where it is. I left it at, I put 18 in it. Didn't spin, or it didn't at least feel like it spun. I think the air, when I ran the 1234s and the 36 in Kansas and Oklahoma, I think it was because the air there was just better, and I ran at night where it was cooler. The air temperature here is virtually the same when I ran then, but with the consistent heat here and the way the air is here, I feel like it's affecting the car a little bit. I don't really know. I think the slicks are dropping the mile an hour. So, I don't know. Maybe if I end up not liking these Hoosiers, I'll just go back to the Mickeys. But as of now, I mean, at least I can just stay foot to the floor and need to get better on the tree. Because that last one was a 0.3, which is not going to do nothing but lose. So I'll just, I guess, get better at that. The leave is at 3,000 now. I'll leave the air pressure the same, leave the shocks alone. It is what it is. We'll figure out how to make this thing better, or not better, eventually. So, I don't know. So it's been a while since the last pass. It went 1261 at 108. It's like a 1.8 60 foot. So I don't know. I'm pretty frustrated with what's going on. I don't know why It's just slow. And I don't know how to get it to go faster. Even I've tried different things, it just seems to keep going slower. I don't know if it just doesn't like the slicks. I don't know if, I'm wondering if the motor might be hurt. I keep losing mile an hour every pass. I don't know if I'm gonna do eliminations tomorrow, just because if the motor is hurt, there's no point in keep running it, because it's just gonna make it worse. So I don't know, we'll see how I feel when I wake up. As far as the trans brake stuff, that's just me, just gotta get used to it. But it seems like the car just was better foot braking it. I mean, I used to leave about 25, 26, and then when I went to race week, I was leaving about 28 to 3,000. And that's where I was getting my best 60 foots, when I was foot braking it. So that's where I started this weekend. Was I figured I'd leave off the brake at 28, 3,000, and work my way up if it was improving. And the first pass at 28 was 12:45, and then it just got slower ever since. I think I'll probably plan on going to Rock Falls for a day to get more runs in than just 3 a day, play with some stuff, and then make a decision. Trying my best not to make a big decision right now. I'm trying not to let my frustration get the better of me, and just, you know, buying some shit to make it go down the track. But I don't know, we'll see. All right, guys, so obviously I am back home. I chose not to do eliminations. I just kind of want to look over the motor. I want to do a compression test on it, see if it's hurt. Like I said, I don't want to go down track, make it worse, and now I'm in a bit of a situation. As you guys could tell, if you made it this far, you could probably tell just by the video how frustrated I was throughout the whole weekend. I spent a lot of money on this car, changing things that would effectively be improvements for the car, right? You know, a trans brake, shocks, tires, rear end suspension, control arms, stuff like that. Two-step, and I've done quite a bit of stuff. I had the transmission rebuilt, and you know, I spent a lot of money expecting to see improvements, better numbers. I wasn't expecting to go out and see an 11.4 or nothing like that. I knew that. But basically what I was doing was seeing if I could get a couple tenths or anything better. Basically what I was going to do, or what the car was going to do this weekend, was run 1230s, maybe some 20s consistently. That just wasn't the case. So I was pretty frustrated, really discouraged, because I mean, you spend so much freaking money on these things, and when you don't even see any improvements, it really takes a shot at the old ego. So I want to go over a few things. If this thing's hurt, I don't want to destroy it the first race weekend out and be screwed for the rest of the year, you know, especially for race week. And I'm actually really excited for race week. I'm really trying to contain myself to not just go and buy a cam for this and a nitrous kit. You know, it's good. It's okay for what it is. I don't want to go spend $1,000 total on a cam, a nitrous kit, and everything else that I'll need to do for 3 months of use, if that. I got some front end suspension stuff coming. Not sure if I want to do that. This thing, by the way, is a bitch to get off of a trailer. I had these headers V-banded, these headers and mufflers V-banded. And yeah, caught the trailer still, and just, yeah, it's a C muffler now. So, you know, whatever. Got some front suspension stuff coming, so I'll make a video about that, you know, if it ever fucking ships. As far as the motor goes, maybe I'll try and change the intake. This is a dual plane intake. Maybe I'll look around, see if I can find a single plane intake for a decent price. It's got to be the Vortex style though. So maybe I'll look around, play with that. Maybe I'll get a different carburetor. I don't know if that really is gonna do anything. This is not a race carburetor. This is just like a street strip carburetor. Maybe I could try those if I'm feeling up to it. I don't think that'll do anything. Maybe I could try, you know, advancing the timing even more. It's got 36 degrees in it. Maybe I time this thing out to 40 degrees. I ran 93 all weekend. Maybe I go to 110. I don't know. Yeah, I was just really frustrated that that's just not seeing improvement. I'm spending an ass load of money to go backwards is what it seems like. But all in all, I mean, my buddy Randy finally ran a 9-second pass. He got the finger wag at the top of the track because he wasn't fully licensed, but I think he's wearing that with a badge of honor. So that was cool. He did also run another 9. It was a 998 at like 138, something like that. So he's in the process of finishing out his licensing stuff. So that was cool to see that. He put a massive fucking turbo on that thing. He did a whole lot of stuff. I wish I would have filmed some of the updates he did to his car, but we'll see him more this year. Yeah, we'll see it. Anyway, I just want to close out the video there. Kind of like be a little bit higher in spirits. Not really. I was just that last clip. I looked like somebody died. Like, I was just really frustrated. So anyway, I'm gonna close the video off here. I'll get this thing figured out, get videos made, me working on this thing, and hopefully in a couple weeks or so is what I'm hoping for. We'll find a test tune day at Rock Falls or something, and see what we can figure out. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.